Hi, it's Michael with you to discuss the Week 11 contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. The notes and schedule are courtesy of the National Football League and Browns apps, as well as the television broadcast. Cleveland received the ball but went 3 and out on their first possession despite Derek Barnett being offside on 3rd and 9. Sione Takitaki stopped Miles Sanders in his tracks on first down from the Philadelphia 25 on the Eagles' first offensive snap. On the next play, quarterback Carson Wentz found Dallas Goedert for a gain of 22. Ronnie Harrison Jr. got hurt on the play. Sanders would get the ball the next 3 plays from scrimmage, which combined for 25 yards, setting up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 28. The ensuing 3 plays were handoffs to Boston Scott for a total of 12 more, providing another 2nd and medium at the 16. Sanders ran for 11 but fumbled on the next play thanks to Cameron Malveaux, who forced the loose ball, and Carl Joseph recovered at the 4 to keep the game scoreless with 7:56 remaining in the first quarter. Nick Chubb was stopped for no gain on 1st and 2nd down, but KhaDarel Hodge moved the sticks for 13 yards to keep the series going. Chubb picked up 9 on play 3. Then Mayfield ran for 3 to the 29. 2 snaps later, Jarvis Landry was on the receiving end for a Baker's dozen. The aerial game continued as Baker Mayfield connected with Rashard Higgins for 43, down to the Eagles' 16. After Kareem Hunt gained 2, the Browns got closer to the end zone as Avonte Maddox committed defensive pass interference on Harrison Bryant, placing the ball at the Philadelphia 1. Cleveland tried Hunt on first down, but Alex Singleton, who had 8 tackles Sunday, along with T.J. McGill, were ready, tackling the running back for a loss of 1. Mayfield tried Austin Hooper on 2nd down, then Hunt got 1 on the next play. And then initially, Hunt was ruled in on 4th and goal, but review showed that his knee touched with the ball short of the goal line, so the Eagles got the ball back on downs with 1:09 left in the period. Wentz used a quarterback sneak to give Philadelphia some room to the 3, and then the Eagles would get back-to-back pass plays of 16 and 32 to Jalen Reagor and Goedert, respectively, the latter of which was the first play of the second quarter. Miles Sanders caught a 3-yard pass, but Takitaki had enough of the Eagles' passing game as he stepped in front of Sanders to intercept Wentz's pass, racing down the far sideline 50 yards for the game's opening points. Cody Parkey kicked the ball between the uprights to make it 7-0, 13:35 before the break. Miles Sanders picked up carries of 7 and 3 following the touchback on Philadelphia's next drive. Though Carl Joseph sacked the quarterback on the next play, Andrew Sendejo was called for unnecessary roughness. Jalen Hurts ran for 6, then Sendejo stopped Greg Ward 1 yard shy of the line to make. Then on 3rd down, Olivier Vernon took down Wentz on 3rd and 3 to bring the defensive unit back to the sidelines. Cameron Johnston was able to get off a good punt, and Donovan Peoples-Jones could not flip the field position as he went out at the 11-yard line. Chubb found space for 3 yards, then were aided by an encroachment call to give Cleveland a 2nd and 2. Mayfield let the ball fly, throwing complete to Austin Hooper to the Browns' 40. After an incompletion, another pre-snap penalty on the defense created 2nd and medium. This time, the offense was unable to get a positive play. Brandon Graham took down Mayfield for a 2-yard loss. Then an incompletion meant Jamie Gillan sent the ball down the way of Ward for a fair catch at the Philadelphia 20 inside of 7 minutes left of the first half. Sanders was at it again, toting the rock 2 times for 17 yards. Then it was a dose of Boston Scott twice for another 12. Malveaux held Ward to 4. Then Sione, the touchdown scorer, brought down Sanders for a tackle for loss. Malcolm Smith tackled Wentz, forcing a punt, which reached the end zone. Defenses were ahead of the offenses for much of the day. Josh Sweat sacked Mayfield while Adrian Claiborne combined with Larry Ogunjobi to take down Wentz as both teams traded 3-and-outs. The Browns saw the ball with half a minute left, picked up 1 first down on a screen pass to Kareem Hunt, but could not get into Philadelphia territory, and the half ended 7-0. The Eagles' offense took the field to start the second half. B.J. Goodson and Olivier Vernon were in position to bring down Sanders on the first play from scrimmage. Then after Carson Wentz scrambled for 7, Vernon made another tackle for a loss to sack the quarterback. Cleveland's offense was back on the field, but after Nick Chubb's 2-yard gain, Baker Mayfield lost the ball as Fletcher Cox got the sack fumble and Alex Singleton came up with the ball. It took just one play for Philadelphia to get 6. Richard Rodgers was open to haul in a 19-yard touchdown reception, and Jake Elliott's kick went through to tie the game at 7, just over 3 minutes into quarter number 3. The Browns offense was able to shake off the turnover because after Dearness Johnson's kickoff return to the 25, Mayfield hit Hodge for a big play, covering 42 yards. Nick Chubb rushed for 6, but lost yardage on the next play, and Mayfield took a sack. And fortunately for the home team, they were still within the range of Parkey, the former Eagles place kicker, and his field goal attempt from 46 was booted through to break the tie. The Cleveland defense consolidated the scoring drive with a 3-and-out and good field position, 58 yards away from pay dirt. Mayfield went back to Higgins for 9 yards with more than 7 minutes elapsed since the interval. Baker then threw a deep pass which was overthrown to Hodge. On 3rd and 1, Jarvis Landry grabbed the completion, then lateral to Chubb, who was able to get an additional 2 yards for a fresh set of downs at the Eagles' 44. Nick gained 5 on the next 2 plays, but Sweat's tackle of Hunt in the backfield meant a punting situation. Gillen did his part, and so did 24-year-old Tavir Thomas of Ferris State, downing the ball at the 2. It was an important play because after minimal gain from Sanders on the next 2 snaps, Vernon sacked Wentz in the end zone for a safety, which made the score 12-7 with 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. Peoples-Jones took the free kick back to the Eagles' side of the field, and the Browns wisely ran the ball. Nick ran 4 of the first 5 plays. The other was a Mayfield 3rd down conversion via his legs. Chubb also got a first down during the series, and it would spill over into the 4th quarter. The drive bogged down at the 29, and Parkey would not be successful in making it an 8-point Cleveland lead, and that is because Derek Barnett was able to swat the ball away just under 14 minutes remaining. The special teams play lifted the spirits for the Eagles as Carson Wentz connected with Travis Fulgham for 8 on 2nd and 10 at the 37. Rodgers caught a deep pass on the next play down to the Browns' 26. Porter Gustin limited Miles Sanders to a solitary yard. After an incompletion, Mack Wilson thought he caught a football off the bounce for an interception in the end zone, but the ball hit the grass after a booth review occurred. It enabled Philadelphia to have 4th down and a field goal try, and they would pull within 2 inside of 11.5 minutes left in regulation. Johnson could only run the kickoff just past the 20, but the offense picked up the special teams in a big way. Baker Mayfield found KhaDarel Hodge for 18. Then the Chubb runs took their toll on the defense as he ran for 54 all the way down to the 7-yard line. After Mayfield's short run on 1st and goal, Hunt took the ball the remaining 5 yards for the touchdown. Parkey's extra point made the margin 9 after a possession that lasted just over 2 minutes. The Eagles committed an illegal formation penalty and 3 straight incompletions, allowing Cleveland to get the ball with 8:21 left. Following 2 Chubb carries, Rashard Higgins caught a pass for 13 and went out of bounds, but since the clock was over 5 minutes, it restarted shortly after marking the ball. At the Philadelphia 37, Nick gained 10. Despite a Joel Bitonio false start, the Browns overcame 1st and 15. Hunt got 6 yards, followed by Jarvis's 10-yard catch. He likewise went out of bounds, but the clock was still north of 5 minutes, which afterwards would not move until the next snap. So fortunately, that clock kept running. It was a new set of downs, and then Hunt could not get a first down on 3 carries. An illegal motion penalty did stop the clock, but Parkey added another field goal inside of 30 yards to cap off a drive of 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Jalen Reagor converted 4th and 6 to keep Philadelphia's hopes alive. Sanders later ran for a first down to the Browns' 48. Denzel Ward was called for defensive pass interference 2 plays after that, but he atoned very quickly for the infraction as he picked off Carson Wentz at the 3 with 2:01 left. Hunt forced the Eagles to use the remaining timeouts, and that left 1:39 remaining. The visiting team used Scott, Rager, and Goddard on the sidelines on passes from Wentz to save time. Claiborne almost ended the game with a sack fumble, but an offensive lineman fell on the football. Eventually, Dallas Goedert scored a 4-yard touchdown reception, and Elliott made it 22-17 with half a minute left. Harrison Bryant prevented any further drama by recovering what was an onside punt in actuality, not an onside kick attempt. Mayfield needed just one kneel down, really two, if you include the referees not being ready to put the ball in play and get going. But bottom line is the clock ran out, and Cleveland added another positive result Sunday. So with the win, the Browns are 7-3 in 6th place in the AFC standings. They would be on the road in Buffalo because the Bills hold the 3 spot if the regular season ended at this moment. It does not, as there are 6 games left on the schedule, with the 1-9 Jacksonville Jaguars next up this Sunday at noon in Florida. Buffalo is leading the AFC East, and Pittsburgh controls the North, and of course also leading the conference. So Cleveland is not really in direct competition with either one of them. Other games in Week 12 that may be of interest to Cleveland include the 6-4 Ravens and 10-0 Steelers. That game was supposed to be last night in Pittsburgh, and as of now, last I heard, it was Sunday afternoon at 12:15. We'll see if that game is able to continue. Stay tuned to the NFL app for more details on whether that game will be played or not. So the Titans and Colts are both 7-3. They will go head-to-head for the second time. That's another game to keep an eye on. This time, that game will be played in Indianapolis for the AFC South lead. The Colts won the first meeting in Nashville. So the Browns did beat the Colts 32-23 back in Week 5. Cleveland plays Tennessee and Nashville next week. So whoever is not leading that AFC South is who the team in orange and brown is competing against. So the head-to-head tiebreakers may play a role at the end of the year in terms of seeding, or if the Browns can put behind an 18-year playoff drought. Meanwhile, the 6-4 Dolphins, who were beaten in Denver last week, play at the 0-10 New York Jets, and the 6-4 Las Vegas Raiders, who lost a thrilling game versus the 9-1 Kansas City Chiefs this past Sunday, visit the Atlanta Falcons. Both games are listed for noon Central kickoffs. So, the order in the AFC reads like this: Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Buffalo, Indianapolis as division leaders, the top 4 seeds. The Steelers are on course to get the first-round bye. Remember, there is just one team getting a bye this year. And then the wild card positions of Tennessee, Cleveland, and Las Vegas. Baltimore and Miami are on the outside looking in. Over in the NFC, it shows the New Orleans Saints getting the bye as it stands with a record of 8-2 in charge of the South Division. The Los Angeles Rams in the West and the Green Bay Packers of the North lead their respective divisions at 7-3. The Washington football team are the 4th seed because they have control of the East right now at 4-7, just ahead of Dallas and Philadelphia and the New York Giants, who all have a chance to make the postseason. The Seattle Seahawks occupy the 5 spot at 7-3, then the 7-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the 6-4 Arizona Cardinals. The Chicago Bears are 1 game back of the 7th seed entering Week 12. You can follow the North Texas Browns backers on Facebook by typing in North Texas Browns backers in the search box. On game days, the Irishman Pub on Preston and Frankford Road is where Browns games are shown during the season, so be sure to come out if you are come on out to that place if you are in the Dallas area. Masks are required, so please remember to bring that with you, and make sure it covers both your nose and your mouth. Videos and previous entries can be found by typing in Michael Balesta Roman numeral 2 on YouTube, and I am on Twitter and Instagram at MJBalesta2, as in the number 2. Our website, my website is http://www.mjbalesta2.wordpress.com, and that has a text form of this blog. Thank you very much for watching, and may God bless you, and hope you are enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend. May God bless you.